what's going on, y'all? DeSwami here. I hope y'all having a good day as usual. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over how I made like a pop future bass type track, kind of in the style of like Zedd or Chainsmokers. And yeah, here's a little preview. Yeah, so let's just get right into it. I have the project tempo set to 102 BPM, and so basically when I was making this drop, it basically started with the chords, and the chords alone sound like this. So it's just 2 layers, and the MIDI for this is pretty simple as well. Basically it's just like 2 chords with like different voicing each time it's played. Like this second chord is literally just the same chord all the way. It's just being manipulated by like changing the voicing on it. Like if you see, it's just like different octaves being played, so it's technically still the same chord. The presets look like this. They're from the same sound pack, I think, and they sound like this. Or this one sounds like this, and then this other one sounds like this. They're complicated presets, so I didn't sound design them myself. You know, this was made by a professional, so don't be afraid to use presets for your chords, because you know, 9 times out of 10, probably a professional sound designer is gonna make better presets. So yeah, don't be afraid of that. And then the bass is pretty simple as well. It's just a mid layer. It looks like this. Also from one of the packs. And then I just low cut it, and then added some OTT, just to like give it more of sizzling high end. And then I just layered it with the sub, which sounds like this. And this is just a subwoofer or a sub preset in Sylenth. I always use this for my sub, not always, but for the most part, because Sylenth has like the best low end and warmth to their sounds, and I don't think there's another synth that has a better low end than Sylenth. So now we're on to the leads, I guess. So the leads are pretty simple, but what I do want to mention is that in the beginning of like every 2 bars, there's like a sax playing, and this is what gives the character a lot of character to the lead. Like if you just listen to it, like it's basically just playing the first note of the melody, like, but it's being like strummed, I guess. Like it has like this little stutter or grace note, so it has like that walk up kind of tone to it. But it's just playing the first note of the melody. But if you listen to the melody without it, it sounds like really empty. Like let's listen to it without this entire sax. And then with it, like it just adds way more atmosphere to the lead. So that's something you could try practicing. I think this normally works with like a woodwind instrument, so like, you know, saxes, flutes, maybe trumpets and whatnot. Just like try adding on to your first note of your lead line with like some kind of woodwind instrument, and it might like add a lot of character to it. So the main layer of the lead you're hearing is this layer right here. And it's basically just playing like a lot of those strummy grace notes. This one's from a different sample pack, also a preset I found. I think I tweaked it a little bit. I think one of these knobs were a little all the way up, and I just turned it down, and you know, I just changed it a little bit. This is what it came out to. Oh, sorry about that. So yeah, it just has this like cool bit crushed vibe to it. I don't really know how to explain it, but you know, for it being a really strong lead, it only needed like one other layer to support it. I just wanted something way more airy, because this one had like a lot of body, so I just layered it with this vocal lead. Same exact MIDI. And yeah, basically these notes are kind of just being danced around the chords, and it kind of looks like this, so which is pretty cool. I was using the chords for reference when I was making the lead line, and I kind of just played around with the rhythm, and that's how I ended up adding all those little extra notes you hear, like the or the, I don't know how to explain it, the grace notes. So yeah, it's a really simple lead line, and then you know, in the first part I would kind of just have it down, playing down at like a middle lower octave, I guess you could say, and then so that way for the next 4 bars it like plays up at a higher octave, and you know, gives more energy, because that's when all the percussion and other drums come in, because the drums in this song are super simple. It's literally just a clap and this little loop right here. So yeah, two super generic pop beat. And then there's just this little effect in the background that sounds like this. Kind of like the same sound as this. And this one also has like a fill included in it. After 4 bars, that's when the hi-hat comes in, and it just sounds like this. So like, this track was made with like a bunch of loops, which I don't think there is no wrongdoing in doing so. I won't always use loops, but when I do, I make sure the entire loop fits with the track. Sometimes if I listen to a loop, there's something I really like, I'll just try to get that one thing that I really like, but for these loops, it just kind of just fit with the whole vibe of the track, because you know, these are all kind of like pop samples, I guess, and it just fit the vibe. So especially this whole hi-hat loop, this whole shaker loop sounded really good, so I just kept the whole thing. And I think that's pretty much the drop. I mean, all the instrumentation is only about 7 layers. 7 layers to get this full of sounding drop. It could be mixed better. I had never really touched this track in a while, so it could definitely be better. But yeah, let's just get to like a build up section. It's just this like little chord progression playing, and they sound like this. It all started out with this pad. So pretty cool chords. A lot of it is just being like simple chords. Like this one's building a lot of tension because it has one note that's out of key. And like a lot of these are just simple chords. When I'm building it up, I just chopped up the chords to play this like little rhythm that sounds like this. And yeah, it just builds like tension as it's building up. And then I also layered it with another pluck layer. Like this one has like the higher end, and then this one's more of the body. And this is what this pad looks like, if you're wondering. Again, these are all presets because, you know, you're gonna get more quality out of using presets. There is one thing I sound designed myself though. I made these like little pads right here. So it's super simple. I made these in Massive. I actually think I got these off like a Silent Holo video that he made. I forget, but yeah, I kind of just copied the preset he made because I thought it sounded really cool. And then I just have like a bass playing under it that's like really crushed as well, just to like give it that swing. And then once the build-up happens, it's just a clap loop and then a little fill, but everything else is basic. Like this is just a bunch of ambience and like effects and stuff. Like really, there's nothing happening, and then just a bunch of vocal chops, vocal shouts and whatnot. And I think that about wraps up this song. Alright, thanks for watching till the end. If you did, thanks for sticking around with me. B will play it again at the end, And yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see for my future videos. Remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe as usual. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.